Welcome to Gig Harbor, Washington, nestled on the shores of the Puget Sound. This beautiful community is known for its picturesque harborside views, beautiful luxury properties, and wonderful outdoor opportunities.
So we're going to talk about why so many people are moving here, what to expect if you're deciding to move here, and why this could either be the best or worst decision you made if you're deciding to move to the Pacific Northwest.
Washington's population has been steadily rising over the years, and Gig Harbor has seen its own influx. This is primarily because of its convenient location near Tacoma and Seattle, its peaceful waterfront lifestyle, and its abundance of natural beauty. Despite its size, Gig Harbor has become a popular destination for families, retirees, and professionals who are seeking a quieter pace of life without having to sacrifice the conveniences of the big city nearby.
Gig Harbor has a strong sense of community with all the local activities that they have going on in the downtown area. So there's going to be arts festivals, there's going to be events that happen all throughout the summer at different major holidays, and so you're going to have that beautiful events in this setting, which is absolutely stunning and amazing. It's one of the reasons. However, it might not be the best fit for everyone. So we're going to explore everything there is to know about Gig Harbor so that you can make an informed decision if you decide to relocate here. All right, so let me ask you, why are so many people deciding to move to Gig Harbor? And maybe it'll start with a history lesson?
Right. So let's just talk a little bit about where this all started. Gig Harbor was established in the early 1800s and quickly became known for its maritime industry, particularly fishing and boat building. Today, it retains that maritime identity, with the harbor being the central point of the community.
So Gig Harbor is about 12 miles away from Tacoma and about 35 miles away from Seattle. So it's not too far from either one of those locations and has around 12,000 residents. It's often talked about as the gateway to the Olympic Peninsula. So you're kind of coming across the Tacoma Narrows Bridge, and here you go off into the beautiful scenery all throughout the peninsula.
Beyond its picturesque setting, Gig Harbor is steadily growing economically. So let's take a look a little bit more about what's driving this economic growth. While Gig Harbor is a bedroom community of Tacoma, it does offer its own opportunity for small businesses and entrepreneurship.
The medical industry is going to be your largest employer, and that's going to be between multiple hospitals and clinics in the area. The primary being a combination of Multicare, St. Anthony's, and Gig Harbor Medical Park. These organizations serve Gig Harbor as well as the surrounding Kitsap Peninsula. Now, it's going to become pretty obvious that tourism is going to be a big part of the local economy as well, especially during the warmer months of the summer. Now, you can come down and kayak in the winter, and good for you, and you're going to like it. However, you're going to find that there's not going to be as many people on the water with you. The other great part about Gig Harbor is it really is close to Tacoma and Seattle. So there are people that commute or maybe work a day or two in the Bellevue or in the Seattle or in the Tacoma area and then work out of their homes the rest of the time, which is a great part of this economy. And who wouldn't want to live here and work from home? I'm not sure if I'd ever get any work done. Now, due to its size, obviously, the job market's going to be a lot smaller compared to the other cities that are surrounding it, but it does create a great work-from-home opportunity for sure.
Overall, Gig Harbor's economy remains stable with low unemployment and a continued focus on the quality of life. Of course, with all this economic potential comes a thriving housing market. So we're going to take a look at what the housing market has to offer here in Gig Harbor. Gig Harbor's housing market is one of the biggest draws, from affordable family neighborhoods like this one to luxurious waterfront properties. You're going to find prices that are better than Seattle or Bellevue, but if you get up to those beautiful waterfront properties, you're going to be paying Seattle and Bellevue prices.
Absolutely. No, it's going to be worth every penny, so I would highly recommend you consider it. So if you're looking for an HOA community where everything is clean and everything is well manicured and taken care of, those options are here for sure. What you will find is a little bit of an eclectic blend from that all the way down to the waterfront. So whatever your style, whatever your genre, there is an option for you. And depending on which price point, maybe an option for you in each one of those areas.
You can get a home from like the $550,000 price range. And I'd say the $550,000 to mid sixes to $7,000, you're going to get smaller square footage.
Yep.
You're going to get a smaller lot. You're also going to get maybe a house that's a bit outdated that you've got to do some work to. And then you jump up to that $700,000 to $900,000.
Yeah.
You're going to get more square footage, maybe around 2,000 square feet. And you might get some larger lots, maybe some older homes on larger lots as well. But once we get over the $1 million,
man, then we got some options. You got all kinds of options. And a lot of them are going to be water views or potentially waterfront. So it just depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly. If you're looking for a new construction home, you're in luck. There is quite a bit of new construction happening here. A lot of it is happening with the larger, more luxury properties, and they are offering all the amenities that you would expect in a luxury property. If you're actually not going to be buying and you're going to be renting, of course, you're going to find some Airbnbs that you can stay at for the summer and enjoy the best part of the year. But you can find rentals here as well. And your basically one bedroom is going to be about $2,000 a month. Yeah. So, it works if that's what you're looking for. And if you're going to just be here temporarily and see if you love it, then that's a good option for you.
So obviously every area has some ups and downs. And so let's take a look at the daily life of what it's looked like to live in the community of Gig Harbor.
Gig Harbor, as we mentioned, has many advantages, but like with any town, there's going to be pros and cons. You've heard a lot of the pros, but we're also going to share the cons with you. And let's highlight again some of the biggest pros are this beautiful waterfront community that you live in. Of course, the access to all the beautiful nature around you in the parks, the opportunities you have to own an amazing home on waterfront. One of the other pros about Gig Harbor is the schools. And if you were to look online at niche.com, you're going to find that Gig Harbor has one of the top rated school districts in the whole state, and also the low crime rate. Now, you're going to want to look that up online too, but you're going to find that this is a very safe place to live. And safety and great schools are often what a lot of people are looking for. So if those two things are important to you, you're going to want to do your research, but I think you're going to find that it's a great place for both of those features.
Yeah. Let's get to the cons. The real con is that there's not a lot of hustle and bustle. If you're looking for a lot of nightlife, if you're looking for a fast-paced lifestyle, that's just really not what you're looking for here. You're not going to find it. You're going to find that back up into Seattle and some other areas that we've talked about in other videos. However, if you want something that is idyllic, quiet, great schools, low crime, like we said, look that up online. This is the place that you're looking for, absolutely for sure.
A couple of the other cons that people, we've heard people talk about is the bridge. So the Narrows Bridge has a toll on it, and you're going to be paying every time you cross the bridge. So that can be a thing. You'll want to add that up. And then the commute, of course, like we had mentioned, economic opportunities are great here, but there's not as many as there are in Tacoma area or Seattle. So you might have a little bit of a commute.
So overall, that's really about it for cons. I know it's the low list, but it kind of is a stark contrast of lifestyles. And it really kind of leans into which one that's more compelling to you, where you'd like to live and start your next adventure.
One undeniable pro of living in Gig Harbor is the outdoor activities. So let's explore how easy it is to stay active in Gig Harbor.
One of the main attractions to Gig Harbor is what's surrounding us right now, and it's the outdoor activities. Now, whether you're into kayaking, paddleboarding, boating, fishing, whatever it might be, there's going to be a ton of activities. But it's not just on the water. There are parks and trails and hikes and things to go and adventures to explore all around the region. So you're not just stuck here, but I'm not sure why you'd want to leave here anyways.
For those who prefer to stay on land, then you have, as Joe said, so many parks. Actually, 21 parks in the area, which for this small area, that is
a lot of parks. You're parking.
That's right. A couple of the favorites are McCormick Forest Park, which, like it sounds, it's a forested park with a lot of trails to hike and explore. Another one is Cuts Island State Park, and that one is super cool.
It is, because you can't get there any other way than water access. So the only way to access that is either by kayak, paddleboard, or your own boat. One of the two, unless you're a really good swimmer. Now, some of you might make it. I'm not. I'm going to be fish shoot at that stage in the game, just throwing it out there.
And then there's Semel Homestead Park with 98 acres of natural wildlife area. And then you've got State Park with over 100 acres of forested land and a mile of beach, so you can get out there and have a really great time. When you're ready to get out of town, you can go on bigger adventures. Mount Rainier, of course, is not very far away. And there are a million great hikes up there. A couple of our favorites are, of course, Paradise. And if you get up there and you only stop and do Paradise, then you're going to want to come back because you're going to pass a million other trails. They're going to be great.
Yep, absolutely. And then it's not too far of a jaunt over to the Olympic Peninsula. And out on the Olympic Peninsula, of course, you've got the Hoh National Rainforest, which is the only non-tropical rainforest on the planet. So, hey, we got that going on. A lot of things in Washington to be looking forward to in your next move.
When you're out on the peninsula, there's so many other great areas to explore, one of which is Hurricane Ridge. And on a clear day, you can see 360 degrees around. You can actually see into Canada. So you can see another country from here in the peninsula.
That's right. Cool. You don't even have to travel. You could just look.
That's right. Lake Quinault area is also a great place that we love to explore. We actually went there a couple weekends in a row this summer because it was so wonderful.
So beautiful.
You've got Crescent Lake. You've got Ruby Beach. You've got the Tree of Life, which you should look that up. It hugs over a big I don't know,
Crevasse?
Yeah, and it looks really cool. And of course, you got the beautiful beach there. There's so many great places.
Absolutely. Endless opportunities of exploration. However, it's not just about the outdoor endless opportunities of exploration. You've got a vibrant community and things happening all year long here in Gig Harbor. So let's explore that a little bit more.
Despite its small size, Gig Harbor boasts a lively cultural scene. Its downtown is filled with quaint shops, wonderful restaurants, and events happen down here all the time. Its strong sense of community is evident in the many events and festivals that happen all year round.
One of the main festivals is the Maritime Gig Festival, and that has a boat parade, live music, it's got food vendors. It's really an amazing event that pulls the whole entire community together once a year.
Besides that, there's film festival and all kinds of festivals. If you were to look on a calendar, you would see that there's things going on all the time, all the way into Christmas when they've got Christmas boat parade.
Now, the first Saturday of each month, there's the Downtown Art Gallery Walk. So you could check out the local art scene, the pottery, and be able to see some really wonderful paintings that are done by local artists.
And besides that, they're going to be open all year round. So if you can't make it to the art walk, you can just come stop by any day of the week and take a look at all the beautiful art that Gig Harbor has to offer.
With all this walking, perhaps you're going to get hungry. And it's a great thing because there's good restaurants down here for you to enjoy and explore.
From fine dining to good hometown meals and coffee shops, this is a place where you can definitely taste a bit of everything.
Absolutely. And if you're done eating food and you're like, hey, I want a distillery, well, Gig Harbor's got one of those for you as well in the downtown area.
And of course, while you're wandering around downtown Gig Harbor, you're going to want to stop into the many quaint boutiques and shops that are here. You'll find things for your home, things for yourself. You'll find kayaks like we've got back here. And of course, you can also rent them if you want to get out on the water after you've had a nice meal or two.
So you might be thinking to yourself, this might be a dream come true. So let's really find out, is this the right fit for you?
Gig Harbor is a town of natural beauty, strong sense of community, and endless opportunities for outdoor exploration. Like any place, it's not for everyone. If you're looking for the hustle bustle of Seattle living, this is not the place for you. But if you're looking for a quiet, peaceful place to live with beauty all around you, then Gig Harbor actually could be the place that's just for you.
The great thing is we've been helping families just like you who are considering relocating into the Northwest, and especially to like a Gig Harbor area. So if this is an area of interest to you, feel free to shoot us a text or give us a call on the number below.
And if you've enjoyed this video, keep watching and like and subscribe.